Hare Krishna. Now we do chapter 1, verse number 36. Papamevashayedasman hatvaitanatatainaha tasman narha vayam hantum dartrarashtran sabandhavan swajanam hi katham hatva sukhina syama madhava. Translation, chapter 1, verse 36. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of goddess of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? See, here Arjuna is calling Krishna as Madhava. Madhava means husband of goddess of fortune. Means you are husband of goddess of fortune, and why are you putting me into total misfortune of killing all my relatives? But the thing is, relatives means they are aggressors. They are not ordinary. That's why Arjuna is saying, even if we, sin will overcome us, even if we slay such aggressors. Based on what is he saying? Actually, where is it told that you can kill aggressors? Is in Smriti. It is told in Arthashastra actually. In Arthashastra it is told, and in Manusmriti it is told. Yajnavalkya actually tells that compared to Arthashastra, Dharmashastra is higher. Now what the Arthashastra says, what Dharmashastra says, Arjuna knew. Arthashastra says you can and you must kill the aggressors. If you don't kill them in next life, they are going to get death punishment. So we want to help them now, so better we kill them now, so next life is going to be peaceful for them. That is what Arthashastra says. But what Dharmashastra says is, even to any living entity, don't inflict them, don't cause them any pain to any jivas. That is Dharmashastra. And Yajnavalkya says, compared to Arthashastra of killing aggressors, Dharma Shastra, which says do not kill, is superior. So Arjuna is intelligently, he is very well read in Shastras. So he is quoting Shastras and trying to prove to Krishna, and then calling him Madhava, that you are husband of goddess of fortune. And you making me totally unfortunate. Means please make me also fortunate. Don't let me kill. See, understand. Now, who are the aggressors? According to Arthashastra, who are the aggressors and who are allowed to kill? Prabhupada writes in the purport, purport first few lines, he says, according to Vedic injunctions, there are 6 kinds of aggressors. And who are they? A poison giver, one who sets fire to the property, one who, attacks you with deadly weapons, one who plunders riches, one who occupies another's land, one who kidnaps a wife. Now, kidnapping a wife, Jayadratha, who is in that other party now, in Kaurava's party, Jayadratha is there. Jayadratha tried to kidnap Draupadi. And all Kauravas, they tried to disrobe Draupadi with the intention of, insulting her, abusing her. So that 6th one is done. Like that, all 6 are done. Poison giver. Bhima, when he was a little boy, they fed poison cake. But it was Krishna's will that he recovered. Bhima was made to come back to life. And about attacking with deadly weapons, in Virata's time, when they had gone in a concealed form, just to make sure that they come out to fight in order to protect Virata's kingdom, they came with all deadly weapons to attack, and also, when it comes to looting the wealth, plundering the wealth, actually Shakuni, with the game of dice, he plundered the wealth in a very cheating manner, and setting fire to one's property in the Lakshagraha, in the house of lack, LAC, lack. When these Pandavas are there, thinking that they are there, the Kauravas set fire, fire to kill the Pandavas. So they have done all the 6 things which they should not have done. Even if one mistake out of the 6 things, one crime out of the 6 things, if the Kauravas had done, they deserved immediate death punishment according to Arthashastra. But Dharmashastra says, don't inflict pain on any jiva. Don't hurt any jiva. This one. So Arjuna is saying, even though they are aggressors, means he knows aggressors should be killed. So he's telling, even though they are aggressors, still, we should, what is he saying? It's not proper for us to kill sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. But what should we gain? So, what are we going to gain? And, you are a goddess of fortune. Make me, gain some peace. Otherwise, what is the loss that I undergo? That I will have to live in hell. After all, the body is temporary. He's talking philosophy. After all, the body is temporary. The kingdom is temporary. But, the punishment is eternal hell. I have to stay there. Eternal means very long time is considered eternal. Like millions of life I have to suffer in hell. I should be killing. They are not very great. See, Lord Rama killed Ravana. He was a terrible aggressor. He was kidnapping every single person's wives, daughters, everything. And he was, making everybody as his wife, He was a terrible fellow. But these people, they are very ordinary aggressors. And, Bhishma also is there. Drona also is there. Why should we, on such ordinary aggressors, why should we kill? Instead, we should show saintly nature by forgiving them. More than political emergency, to follow saintly behavior is better. Like that. See, if there is an India-Pakistan war, or if there is terrorist attack, Indian army goes to fight and then says, Pakistanis are our brothers after all. Why should we fight? For an army person who is a Kshatriya, it does not make sense. Well, we inside the family, if the husband wants to fight with the wife, we should not say that, oh, I am a student of Bhagavad Gita, so I have to fight for my right, women equality, I am empowered, I can also fight. No, that does not apply. It applies only for the military people. They are Kshatriyas. They are going for fighting. They cannot say that they are my brothers and come back. Even if the brother is there, if you are in the army, if your brother is in the opposite army, you have to fight. And that's what they did. Their maternal uncles, Pandava's maternal uncle, Shalya was cheatingly taken away by Duryodhana, but then Yudhishthira killed Shalya. Yes, it has to be done, because when you are in the war, you have to fight. Everything is fair in love and war, they say, right? So it applies here. So in the war, they have to fight. But Arjuna was, bewildered. And so he was talking like worse than a material man. It's by Krishna's will. Arjuna was never like that. He was ready to fight. Was ready and he told Krishna that I just want to see before fighting. But it was Krishna's will that Arjuna was bewildered and he's talking like this for our sake. Then the 36th was Papameva Shrayedaswan Asman Hatvaitan Atatainaha Tasman Narhavayam Hantum Dhartrarashtran Sabandhavan Swajanam hi katham hatva Sukina Syama Madhava. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, the husband of goddess of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? Sorry, we just finished that. So we just do the next verse, that is 37 and 38. Chapter 1, 37 and 38. Yadyatyepena pashyanti lobo pahata chetasaha kulakshaya krita dosham kritam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam katham najneyam asmabhi papad asman nivartitum kulakshaya kritam dosham prapashyad birjanardana. Translation, chapter 1, verse 37 and 38. O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin? Prabhupada writes, a Kshatriya is not supposed to refuse to battle or gamble when he is so invited by some rival party. Under such an obligation, Arjuna could not refuse to fight because he had been challenged by the party of Duryodhana. In this connection, Arjuna considered that other party might be blind to the effects of such challenge. Actually, acharyas are writing, in their commentary, saying that, Krishna is saying, oh, really, even if they're aggressors, we should not kill. Then you are not even an aggressor. Why is the other party waiting to kill you? Even if you don't kill them, they will otherwise kill you. So, Arjuna is saying, you see, oh Janardana, their hearts are overtaken by greed. They don't see any difference between sin. But we can see, no. So how we can fight? And then again he's calling Janardana. Means if you really want to kill, you do that. Help me. Why you want to put me in trouble like that? So with that we end this verse. Hare Krishna.